You're seeing here on Truth Social, which is the social media platform of the president-elect Donald Trump. He is responding to all this by placing blame on the California governor, Gavin Newsom, for not signing a water restoration declaration. So he says this: now the ultimate price is being paid. He says he will demand that this incompetent governor, and these are the words of President-elect Donald Trump, allow beautiful, clean, fresh water to flow into California. He is to blame for this, close quote.
In order to protect a tiny little fish, the water up north gets routed into the Pacific Ocean. Millions and millions of gallons of water gets poured. I could have water for all of that land, water for your forests. You know, your forests are dry as a bone.
Yeah.
Okay?
Dangerous.
That water could be routed. You know, you could have everything. Oh, not only dangerous, billions of dollars a year they spend on forest fires. And, you know, there's a case with the environment. They're not allowed to rake their forests because you're not allowed to touch it.
We have well over 5,000 acres that have burned. We have an estimated 1,000 structures destroyed. We have no percentage of containment.
There's no water coming out of the fire hydrant. This is an absolute mismanagement by the city.
The Democratic mayor of Los Angeles, Karen Bass, there she is. She is out of the country.
Fire's not from climate change. He blames liberal idiots.
The Palisades fire is located in both LA City and LA County. We are in unified command with the City of Los Angeles Fire Department, in addition to CAL FIRE. We have well over 5,000 acres that have burned, and the fire is growing. We have no percentage of containment. We have an estimated 1,000 structures destroyed, and also no reported fatalities, and a high number of significant injuries to residents who did not evacuate, in addition to first responders who are on the fire line. We have over 1,000 personnel assigned, and the cause of the fire is unknown. However, it is under investigation.
But what is most concerning to me is our first responders and our firefighters who are trying to battle this. There's no water in the Palisades. There's no water coming out of the fire hydrants. This is an absolute mismanagement by the city. It's not the firefighters' fault, but it's by the city. And I'm going to be very honest. We've got a mayor that's out of the country, and we've got a city that's burning, and there's no resources to put out fires. So if you look at your pictures, you don't see the firefighters there because there's nothing they can do. And it looks like we're in a third world country here. Mm-hmm. And we've got a lot of tough questions that we need to ask the mayor and the city council and our representatives and the county representatives. Why didn't you work to mitigate this? What was your brush mitigation program? I heard you earlier talking about it's been dry because there hasn't been rain. That's not the biggest problem here. The brush up in these hills that are controlled by the city and the county, I would bet you that they haven't been handled, mitigated, pruned, removed for probably 30 or 40 years. This was a disaster waiting to happen. And what's predictable is preventable. And who's paying the price are all of these people in their homes and their businesses tonight. Now, we'll rebuild, but the majority of this community is going to have a tough time rebuilding their lives.
We're at Midwick and Sinaloa seeing one heck of a firefight. These people just arrived. This is the home that we entered the backyard to show this fire that was in the backyard here. And what you're witnessing is neighbors coming together to really just keep this home from burning in flames. 2285 Sinaloa here. This home next to it was on fire, and they were making gains here. They were making gains, and then all of a sudden the winds picked up, and you can just see how it's fueling the fire next door as these neighbors desperately try to keep their home from catching fire. They have two water hoses as they just try to water down the roof and the hedges of the home and the soffits and the rafters. But it's very scary here, but we've seen people staying behind here to just save their home.